I think principally two. As I said, organic. I don't feed my animals using supplements, the European style. Cows were raised to be fed onto grass. So I made sure I have a lot of grass, but modernized one. I grew a lot of maize. I grew about 150 acres of maize for cows' fodder. That is making silage. Then we make hundreds of thousands of tons of maize and we plant again. Then we've got something fresh. We've got now the napier. We have about 70 acres of fresh napier. So you must feed it until there would be dry grass or silage, and then you also feed them until the fresh one. So the fresh one soften their stomach. So that is the fresh napier pokchong that you saw them making over there.
Welcome to another insightful episode of NTV Seeds of Gold, a show where we meet farmers who are building systems, businesses, and long-term income bound to change agriculture and agribusinesses for the better and secure the future of generations to come. This is one of those special episodes proudly brought to you by GrainPulse Limited, specialists in precision fertilizer solutions designed to improve yield and soil performance. Stay with us as we see how that plays out on ground. Good evening and welcome to this new insightful episode of NTV Seeds of Gold. Now, maize is one of Uganda's most widely grown crops, yet for many farmers, it still is one of the most unpredictable. One season looks promising, then the next one disappoints. And often, farmers are left wondering, where did things go wrong? Now, in this special episode brought to you by GrainPulse Limited, we meet a farmer who decided to stop leaving his maize harvest to chance and instead chose to embrace capacity development and map his path to a bountiful harvest. I am your host, Sheila Nabafu, and today we are in Mukumani, where 3 acres of maize are teaching us a very, very big lesson.
Embeera mbi ya kasooli butulima nga situkozeseza kijimusa kino. Bulimi otubulina nemutunulya wakasooli wabali awo natulianiridde negituyise ne olabye nga kasooli ali bubi neso singa abeeranga ofunye baguni policy pomaze kiyambako nnyo omuntu atannakikozesa yandibadde mugezi najja n'alambula embeera bweri ne tuva mu mbeera embi etusibye mu bwavu.
Today, we are in Masaka, where we will be appreciating practical farming in motion. But before heading to Mukumani, where our host farmer is best, we make a stop at the GrainPulse regional office here in Masaka. Input access remains one of the biggest challenges for smallholder farmers. When supply centers are closer to the farmer, decision-making improves and so does productivity. From Masaka, we head out toward Mukumani, moving through the countryside where farming is the backbone of daily life. We make a brief stop at Lukuku Trading Center, one of the active agricultural hubs in the area. GrainPulse has positioned a supply point here as well, reducing the distance farmers travel for fertilizer and advisory support. We are told our host farmer is nearby, picking up a few essentials before we head to his farm. And now we arrive at Ndalage village, Chitanda sub-county in Mukumani district. Here we meet Mwami Karoli Luchamuzi, a farmer whose maize field speaks way before he does. Standing in this field, the first thing you notice is crop uniformity, plant height, leaf color, and cob formation. But good maize does not just happen by chance. So we sit down with Luchamuzi to understand how fertilizer application, timing, and field management have shaped these results, and what role GrainPulse has played in the process. Let us hear his story. About 26 kilometers from Masaka town is Mukumani district. We meet Mr. Luchamuzi Kaloli, a maize farmer cultivating 2.5 acres of land. Now, 2.5 acres may not sound like much to some of you, but for Mr. Luchamuzi, every planting season counts. The decisions he makes on this farm directly affect his income, his plans, and how well he gets through the year between the harvests. It's a new day. It's a hot day here in Mukumani Ndalage village, where we meet another farmer. Now, I say it's hot, but look right behind me. You are seeing a magnificent maize farm, and that is because of GrainPulse. And that's why we're here anyway. We have a gentleman that found the secret and the gold in GrainPulse and its fertilizer and seeds. So that's why we're here today. We're going to learn a thing or two in episodes to come. Mirror, mirror, what does the future hold? We're going to find out from our guest farmer today, Mr. Luchamuzi
Kaloli.
Tukwaniriza kusho yaffe ya NTV Seeds of Gold.
Enyawo nange sense obasinkana.
That's very good. Ennimiro yo.
Enyawo.
Buli we tuyitidde, buli we tuyise omusana kye gukoze banno. Labe iyo.
Yange nnungi nnyo. Naye nga ekivudde mu ekyo kubeera tunakozesa ebigimusa bya GrainPulse. Era akasooli ono namusimba omusana gumuyisa bubi nnyo. N'ekyenkizo kye twali tulina nti nali nafuna ebigimusa bya GrainPulse nga bya konkalike ne ntabulamu ne daapu. Byamuyamba nnyo okubeera nti yagumira mu mbeera y'omusana era omulaba nga bw'ali.
Giraba.
Nsonga okubeera nti twakozesa ebigimusa bya GrainPulse.
So kiyambako
nnyo era omuntu atannakikozesa yandibadde mugezi najja n'alambula embeera bweri ne tuva mu mbeera embi etusibye mu bwavu kuba so oyinza okwesiba mu mbeera embi kagoloza nti kyoliko kyekirungi naye ate so wali ekirungi ekisingako so singa obeera obeetanidde si babi bantu balungi mwogera bulungi boogera ddala oluganda olutuufu noba nga oba tolina oba olinawo katonotono oba mukwatagana nova mu mbeera embi ey'obwavu kuba nange siri mwavu nnyo olaba nti kasooli ngenda kufuna sente ate omusala gwase nnyo
bwe wali nga tonnaba kufuna aba GrainPulse embeera yali etya kaŋŋambe kasooli olabamu difference mu ngeri gyefaananamu?
Embeera mbi ya kasooli bwe tulima nga situkozesezza kigimusa kino obulimi otubulina ne bw'otunuulirawo kasooli wabali awo natuliraaniridde ne gye tuyiseyo ne olabye nga kasooli ali bubi naye so singa abeera nga ofunye ba GrainPulse omaze
kati bakuya ekigimusa kino kiyamba kasooli n'asobola okusurvivinga omusana ate obulwadde n'obuwuka obu attackinga kasooli
obuwuka tebujja nnyo tubufuuyira eddagala ly'obuwuka nayo balirina nankani mu famasi zaabwe kyenkulaga nti ekigimusa kino ekya GrainPulse bwebatuukirira bakuwa ekigimusa kya GrainPulse naye nga bakuwako ekigimusa ekya konkaliki kati okisabula mu daapu n'osimba kasooli bw'osimba kasooli anyirira okuva mu buto mpaka mu kutandika okussa so n'omulimisa akuyamba kinene obeera naye era akubeerako
akugamba kyolina okukola ky'otalina kukola
ne bwoti olikeggwa mu nsobi ate kwevumba bwavu kati kasooli nassa amabeere 5 kasooli mwali omwenjawulo ate abala n'amalirayo ddala omusoli gwonna ne gussa okuva wansi mpaka waggulu kati singa kasooli n'abeera nga tugeze olimbye kasooli tomutaddeeko kigimusa ajja kussa akanwe k'akasooli kamu akabeere kamu kati ate akabeera ku kamu akakasooli ojja kugenda okwesiŋŋaana nga kavuddeko kasooli alinga nayironi.
But this is not how things have always been. In earlier seasons, maize farming was largely guided by habit. Planting happened because the rains had come. Inputs were applied because that's what had to be done before. And any problems were dealt with only after they appeared. Now, with maize, that approach can be quite costly. Timeliness matters. The type of input used matters. Even small delays or incorrect applications can quietly reduce your yield. Like many farmers, Mr. Luchamuzi was putting in effort, but without clear guidance, and the results remained very inconsistent.
Singo sosi nokosa dapu yekka nga tutavuddeemu kali kire ekijumuse kya koni kali kasooli anyirira okuva mu muto n'atuuka waggulu mu kutandika okuleeta amabeere okussa kasooli nassa kasooli owa okubeera nti yataddeko eminwe ebiri ate egyo eminwe ebiri kukulako nga gumu gukulamu ekitonotono kati egiseko gwokubiri tegussa bulungi tegutekamu bulungi naye ate ono assa amabeere kasooli mwali amabeere 4
ate gonna ne
5 mumuna wali 5 ate gyonna ne gibala okuva wansi mpaka waggulu yenna n'asibira ddala wonna mpeka enjereere
kinabadde ndaba wali omanyi oluzi
era kasooli ono omulaba yenna yuno abaze nayina amazeeyo ono yuno omulaba guguno omuno kangukuleetera ogulaba waliwo olaba yadde akakongolo akayiseeko waggulu yenna abaze n'amalayo bulungi nnyo lwakajimusa kali akakoni kaliki kosinga oba okatabudde mu ddaapu ate kyomukisa omulungi bantu balungi batuukirikika era weetaaga ennamba zaabwe z'amasimu weeziri era saagataga budda muntu kuddamu era ne bannange nzize mbalaga nga mbakubiriza nti bagezeeko okubeera nti bakozesa ekijimusi ekyo era mbaleeta ne mbalambula ennimiro bwekola ki bwefaanana
nobayigizaako engeri oteekamu
era bangi eno nnimiro bagyetanidde nnyo togisangako abantu bangi beebuuza kasooli ono gwe wasimba mu musana abaze bw'ati kyavudde ku ki bagamba nange munnange siyenze wazira baani GrainPulse bakikoze ki bakinkoledde
kakati omuntu wabaka ngambe kati ali mutulaba kati akuwuliriza agamba ye kale nange kanonye baki GrainPulse okuteekamu ateekamu atya kati acres kangamba olina acre wetaaga nga how many bags okuteekamu otaddemu otya. Basically, his commitment was not what was missing. That was there. But structured knowledge, understanding what the crop needed at each stage of the season, now that is where the problem was.
Kakati, ekijimusi ekyo ofuna daapu ne kino koni kaliki n'otabula. Bw'omala okutabula, kakati n'okwata akachokolo. Akasaanikira olunzi bwe tufunye kano kachokolo kati zakendeera tufuna buno obucupa bw'amazzi n'okozesa kachokolo ako n'okasena n'oteeka mu kinnya
only that
kamu bwe kati mu kinnya k'oteekamu n'omala n'ozzaako ettaka ettonotono n'osulako kasooli n'osimba awo ekigambo n'oba nga kiwedde nolaba kiddako kasooli atandika okumera ng'amezesa maanyi n'ava wansi nga alina ekikoola nga kyamaanyi era abantu babeerawo nga batandika kukwetaliya ennimiro gyo kuba nti bakolaki bagirambula
naye ogikuuma otya omanyi tolina gondi
ennimiro yange ntera okubeerako n'abakuumi ne babeeramu nga bayitaayitamu bagirambula
naye olabira ddala nti mu sente zijja
sente zigenda kuviiramu ddala ekyamaanyi
ojja kuba tukyabuuzaawo okutya
ekyalo ojja babuuza ate otababuuza munnaaye saala zaabwe.
So basically the size doesn't determine success. What matters is how well a farmer understands their crop, soil, and how to effectively and efficiently apply that knowledge. When farmers are supported with the right information and inputs, even modest acreage can perform reliably and sustainably.
Naaliyo yenna ndaba yettanire abe GrainPulse ekijimusa kyabwe kyanjawulo kuba kakati okusinziira bakimpadde kasooli ate bagenda kimpa ku mmwanyi. n'emmwanyi nzirina ninzo nabadde sinnaba kubalozaako ne bwe nabalozezzaako kye nalabye ne kye nsuubira ku mmwanyi ate kigenda kuba kisufu omugezi yandibadde ajja ne tukwasaganyiza wamu omanye embeera yaffe yo mu kyalo buli afunye ssente bamuyita wanduuza w'amajiini tigundi alina amajiini naye nga kumbe twategedde bannaka ne baguni palisi bibakikoledde kasooli omulaba kati zengera okufuna ssente zitazakuzanya
nziraba
nga ndigida
banna abakoze loose zigwera
laba kati nnimiro zifaanana ez'abaliraano omulaba juli kasooli wali omulaba yenene bwafaanana naye kukyuka otunuyo ono kasooli omulaba kasooli ono yali wa musana omusufu twamusimba ku musana omusufu ne bw'obuuza abantu b'oku kyalo kyonna ye si ku kyalo wazira kugamba nti disitulikiti zonna oba ggwanga lyonna wanatambula wano olunaku kuva wano simba buli mubindi bunyolo noona kasooli yafa omusana naye ate ono wange tusobola kumanya nti omusana gwayaka.
Well, that all changed when GrainPulse Limited came on board. Rather than offering quick fixes, GrainPulse focused on helping Mr. Luchamuzi understand his crop better. As usual, first came training, followed by guidance on input selection and proper application. Kati watekamu ekijemusa mu gondi no simba kasooli. Awe tukoma oba waliwo stage endala.
Oyongera ku stage y'okubiri kati kasooli oyo omala okusiimanga bwenkulaze nti osima ekinnya n'otabula ekijimusa kiri ekya daapu n'ekya konikali kati n'oteekamu kacokolo kali n'ozaako ettaka omwakuzaako ettaka n'ozaaku kasooli n'oziika kati oluvannyuma lwa kasooli okumera amezesa maanyi ayanguwa kati kasooli olaba ng'awezezza ebikoola 4-5 okomawo n'oluddira ekijimusa kiri ekya konikali era ng'oli nabo n'oleeta ekijimusa kiri ekya konikali n'otwala olumu neyoleya n'oddamu n'ozzaako luutu ey'okubiri ekyo ne kibeera nga kya mulembe era nga kasooli omulaba nga bw'ali yabala inena n'amala winawo ogamba nti nakozeemu loosi oyo kasooli nga omulaba nga omusana gwamwokya yuyo yabala olaba akakongoli yadde akasigala waggulu yenna omulaba yenna akakolaki yamalayo jenna ennimiro
atatera
kumalayo tennimiro bwetyo bikolaki bifaanana.
Well, you've heard it from the farmer himself. It's one thing to tell you that GrainPulse are doing an exceptional job. It's another thing to actually see it, and we can see it. Now we're going to take a very short commercial break. When we return, we have more farming opportunities for you on the show and the expert opinion with YPA. Don't go away. Welcome back. I'm so glad that you're still watching. We are with a farmer, Mr. Luchamuzi, who has found the gold in maize, all because of GrainPulse. Mwami Luchamuzi, kati mu future, ebiseera by'omu maaso, wafaanana watya?
Ebiseera by'omu maaso erangira kusigala nga ntambula n'aba GrainPulse so okulima kuyikaza kasooli ezisingako wano kuba ekifaananyi nkirabye.
Oba testinze olaba nti bakola
era nsaba nzisimbire ddala kasooli
oyagasigala nga tumutunda wano oba twagala n'omungereza atestingeko kasooli omutuufu
era n'omungereza najja kutestinga kusinza kuva kasooli naawe afaanana bw'ati nga abala n'amalayo olw'ekijimusa kyabwe ekya konikali
mulaba
awooma.
Kati mbadde nsaba tutambulemuko abatulaba balabire ddala nti no si lwali simbozi z'amalwa nti munda omwo ekiri omwo
tugende.
We're going to take a walk around and see exactly what's going on this farm. We are talking 2.5 acres of maize, and he was just tasting. Now imagine when he takes it really seriously. Come with us. Watoke mukanyuka muko wano. Abere okay?
Abere okay. China buzibu.
Naye. Kasooli nga akwatira ddala.
Kasooli.
Ebijimusa bikolera ddala.
Bikolera ddala kasooli n'akola enzikiza n'akola kiragala
Exactly.
Kibaga n'obanga kifuna kasooli omulaba ennene afidde ddala amazeeyo. Tulina ky'omwogerako.
Kati abeera ready, ono ali ready okuliibwa.
Okuliibwa aliibwa ddala ate kasooli alimu ekiwoomerera. Akawoomerera lwaki n'akano potassium eyo naye nga kasooli nnyo omulaba. Kinene kasooli wa mulembe nsonga lwakuba nti ekigimusa ekyo kirungi.
Tofunangako obuzibu nti bulwadde biki?
Tofunangako obulwadde bwonna kasooli omulaba yenena nga bwali. Omulaba yeeyogeri ataliiko kugamba nti
nateerako ddala
nti bamwogerezi nti kumuwaana buwaanya kigimusa ky'amaanyi.
With this support, maize farming began to feel less uncertain. Each step in the season was approached with more clarity and decisions were based on understanding rather than assumption. Ennimiro ndabira ddala nti eri packed bulungi. Kati waliwo system gy'okozesa okulima kasooli ono mbu okola layini, spacing.
Okola space, n'oteekamu layini.
Kati space ozispacing otya?
Space otandika ozibala
nga fuuti mmeka?
Fuuti okola fuuti zibeera 2.5
ku side zonna.
Side zonna 2.5.
Kati ziba tezirwanira gonde ebigimusa. Mu buli kinnya oteekamu mpeke meka?
Nteekamu empeke 2.
Lwaki? Lwaki seemu waki si 3?
Bw'oteekamu empeke 3 ziyita kulyaŋŋana kati ekigimusa byonna ziba zikirwanira. Empeke zino zibeeramu 3 naye sobola oteekamu empeke 2 kasooli oyo yenna akola ki?
Avaayo bulungi. Buli omu afuna.
N'omulaba bw'afaanana kasooli wa mulembe. Kati
Adam, look at this.
Ate ogendereza nnyo n'okukola ki n'okumuko.
This is so good. It's so strong as well.
Kasooli yenna yonna omulaba talina wasigaza. Talina wasigaza nti oba asigazizaayo waggulu oba aliyo waggulu akakongoliro. Kati eno omulaba empeke zonna zijjudde mpaka waggulu.
Kati harvest ogenamu harvesting adde.
Kati ono abulamu omwezi gumu gwokka.
Abulamu mwezi gumu? Omugjeyo?
Omugjeyo.
Kati gobeera addinga value oba mutunda nga bw'ali?
Ngera ne mukuba ne mutunda
yenna ekitongole kikuyambako okumaketinga?
Ekitongole kinyambako kubera kinfunira akatale nenfuna ebbeeyi ennungi.
Bakuyamba n'okufuna ebbeeyi ennungi. Omanyi oluusi kasooli agenda nakkirira nnyo.
Ono akaaba obwavu kono kasooli ddala kebeera na yenna abazi tewali nti waliwo akakongoliro kansuseeko nawano olabe kuba abantu baze okusiga bagamba nti ekintu tulimba bulimbi naye nawe olaba akakongoliro yenna kasooli yekka kiraba kasooli yekka.
Now, over time, he said that the difference became visible in the field. The maize grew more evenly, crop vigor improved, and losses linked to poor timing utterly reduced.
Kati kasooli ono bw'omulima okumufunamu kati ate naye ofuba nnyo okulaba nti okola emirundi 2. Okola omulundi ogusoose n'oddako omulundi ogwokubiri. Kati kasooli niyeyagala n'omulabi naye n'abeera nga atyabye ddala naawe gwe kenyini jangu olabe ajjuza akasukaali keeko olinayo walabyeko nga wakyuseemu nti wano ti kasooli tiyateekako kwenkanankana kuba nti afaanagana bulijjo tubadde tutagala mu ddaapu yekka. Naye kati omulimisa n'aŋŋamba ate waliwo kino ekipya kye mubadde mutanafuna ekya konikali naye nga tebasangibwa wala nnyo. Olayinza okugamba nti bano basinzidde luddawa okubeera nga bibajja ekigimusa twasinzidde wano bukomansimbi bibali bukomansimbi.
As we took a walk through Mr. Chalmers' maize field, the crop looks steady and well managed. Spacing is deliberate. Growth is fairly uniform and the field reflects careful attention rather than rushed work. In our farming opportunities, we get to know where we can find these fertilizers. We keep talking about how amazing they are, but can you access them? How easy is it for you? How affordable is it for you? And that's why we have just the right person to tell you all about it. Welcome to the show, Stephen.
Thank you, Sheila.
You gave me your title. I am not about to repeat it. It is too fancy for my tongue. So if you may let the viewers know exactly what it is that you do and how you do it, and basically your mode to make it a lot easier for the farmers to access you and the product.
Thank you. I'm Stephen Bogo. I'm the regional manager for GrainPulse. Our mode of business is that we have a factory in Mukono, in Rwanyonyi. So we have distributors around the country, and we have also regional hubs. So as our products come from the factories, some reach to our regional hubs, and some go to our authorized stockist in all areas. We are covered in all of Uganda, and we have regions across. You can access us in all of Uganda. Yes, and we have made it easier for farmers that they don't fall into a trap of counterfeit. I mean the fake products in the market. Because where there's good things, also bad happen. So we as GrainPulse, what we have done, we have opened regional hubs. We are available in the market 24/7. We receive your calls, and also we reach to your farms and to teach farmers. So we bring these products near to a farmer that are able to buy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the last time I met your team, we found out that in Chandamkaka, for instance, you've got a training hub. You've got farmers to come on board, train them, and tell them, this is good for you. This is what you need. Is it the same with other regions in the country? Do we have these training hubs, or at the moment you get to our farms, teach us what we need to know, and that's it?
We have regional managers across Uganda. So Chanamkaka accessed the regional manager because it was available in the region, and all regions have these regional managers. So we are available. We reach your farms at free of charge. We train the farmers at free of charge, and also we train them on the application of our fertilizers. Yes.
I see. Now, when you talk about training, application of the fertilizers, you've got regional agronomists as well, or that is, we have to find them at the center, wait for them to come in and all.
Yeah, thank you, Sheila. Actually, we have regional agronomists across. So our services are available. Regional agronomists, regional managers are around, so you can access us in all angles. Yes.
So we're in good hands.
Yes.
When we take on the product, we're in good hands.
Yes.
Well, that is how you can access the product and all. How it gets to work is a different story, and we are going to meet one of the top agronomists of GrainPulse for that information. Daniel, you're back.
Yes,
and we've looked at the matoke, we've looked at the coffee, and all the farmers are saying, yeah, the crop-specific fertilizer is working for us. Now, we've met a maize farmer who, the sun is giving other farmers a hard time, and he's doing quite well. Yeah. What's the story there? What's the science behind all this?
Yeah, in everything we do, all the solutions we provide, we take into aspects what the crop needs to overcome all these challenges. And that's exactly what we put into the bag. For us, this is no surprise because we had already seen it and then we catered for it.
You can't help yourself.
We can't help it. Yeah. So this particular farmer, he used a product called Concali. Concali is a fertilizer very rich in potassium and magnesium. And these are the exact nutrients that help the crop overcome the drought. So for us, it's no surprise that the crop is performing as it should.
Yeah.
And when we look around at the neighbors, it's like the opposite. It's unbelievable that this can happen in the same place.
So the neighbor needs to pick a leaf.
Yeah, I think he needs a whole branch.
I
not even a
know.
leaf.
It is so bad.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. So there was the explanation of how it is applied for our viewers that hardly comprehend vernacular. Kindly take us through it clearly and comprehensively. How can one use it properly?
Yeah, for the fertilizer, all you need is a bottle top per hole, and that is enough for the plant to get all it needs at planting. So when you're planting, you dig your hole for the smallholder farmers who cannot afford machinery. For the commercial farmers, everything might be embedded in the machine, the planter. So the smallholder farmers who are doing it manually, you get a bottle top of fertilizer, dig your planting hole, pour the fertilizer into the planting hole, cover it with soil. It's very important the fertilizer does not get into contact with the seed. That's why you put the fertilizer, pour with cover some little soil, and then you put the maize seed, and then cover eventually. And that is enough nutrients to last the plant from planting up to about a month. So after a month, you give it another dose of fertilizer, what we call the top dressing. And that will bring up the plant to maturity. For those who want to really max out, you can do a second top dress of another high potassium fertilizer, and after about at 10 weeks. Now those are the people that want to get the most really
out of it.
like 4 tons in an acre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one. I see what you just did.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, you said we shouldn't let the fertilizer get in contact with the seed. Is that the same case with the plant? So,
Yes, after the month, when you're applying the fertilizer, this time you don't dig below the roots. You just dig at the side, about 10 centimeters from the plant, and that's where you put the fertilizer. You can put it round or just on the side.
or just a semicircle or something.
Yeah, yes, a circle around the plant or just on the side, 10 centimeters away from the plant.
And you're good to go.
Yeah, and you're good to go.
I see. Now, a bottle top. Are we looking at the glass reusable, or just, like it could be a lid for, water or something?
The best is the metallic.
The little glass one.
Yeah, the one from.
I mean the metallic one. Yes,
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. I looked at his maize, and it is just like the maize on your demo farm at the head office, all the way to the top. That is not very common. And you were explaining, I think that's it's got to do with some of the minerals in the fertilizer.
Yeah. Now, our feeding program, we deliberately put in a high potassium nutrient. Potassium is the nutrient that is responsible for 4 things in a plant. One, it helps with water uptake, and that's why you see these plants, much as there is drought, because we are giving them a boost of potassium, they can be able to use the little water that is available.
Yeah.
And that is the secret in the drought tolerance. Then secondly, it helps with the physical strength of the plant to fight diseases, to fight pests, and to fight even the stress brought about by the drought. Then it also helps with the grain filling. If you can look at the maize from here, it fills up to the top. So if the farmer didn't use potassium, it would fill maybe halfway or 3/4 way, and that would be a loss to the farmer, because the maize is not giving the full potential of what it should be. But this one, the maize gives the full potential, and that is how you achieve the full potential of the maize from the garden. So you find that these yields are going to be definitely higher than someone that didn't put enough potassium in the fertilizer program. So that's where the magic starts.
So what do we learn today? That potassium equals great potential in your maize. We are going to take a very short commercial break. When we return, we have got the expert opinion with YPA for our goat and maize enthusiasts. I like that. I mean, it's maize today. So don't go away.
Thank you so much. My name is Obed Ben, and of course, I want to welcome you to tonight's episode of Expert Opinion. And we are living the testimony of what we have been preaching. Ladies and gentlemen, the fire is going to burn. Just watch and enjoy.
You're still watching NTV Seeds of Gold. Now in tonight's Expert Opinion segment, we clean up and join Youth Platform Africa, our resident experts in goat farming, as they mark 18 years in agribusiness. In agriculture, 18 years is quite the milestone. It depicts consistency, resilience, and wholesome dedication.
How did it all start?
Byonna bino byatandika bitya?
Actually, they were first 20.
Baali 20 mu kusooka.
I joined them 6 months later.
N'abeegattako emyezi 6 oluvannyuma.
At our first anniversary in our AGM of 21 members, under a tree because we did not have enough to go. So under those trees,
Wansi w'emiti,
we were talking and we talked for long.
Twayogera ne twogerera ekiseera kiwanvu.
But
Naye
hunger does not know that some people are not yet where they are supposed to be.
enjala temanyi nti omuntu tanatuuka w'alina kubeera.
We decided to have a choma. Ladies and gentlemen,
Abaami n'abakyala,
when we looked around to buy a choma,
bwe twetegereza okugulayo akanyama ako,
but we bought that goat that we are going to slaughter and eat at 250,000 shillings.
naye twagula embuzi eyo gye twali tugenda okusala twokye ku 25,000.
Kimukategedde.
You didn't understand it.
Batuseera embuzi.
The goat was very expensive by then, 250,000.
And that anger,
Olw'enjala eyo,
we were triggered to have our own goats. Cutting the long story short,
okufunzafunza emboozi,
we started goat farming with 100 goats.
ne tutandika embuzi awo nga tukuza embuzi 100.
We threw them in the farm.
Ne tuziteeka mu ddundiro.
No herdsman,
Tewali mulunzi,
no vet,
tewali musawo,
no pen house,
tewali kiyumba,
no project plan,
tewali na nteekateeka yonna.
no nothing.
Tewali kyaliwo nga waliwo tewali.
Miraculously,
olw'ekyamagero,
after 3 years,
mu ngeri eyeewuunyisa oluvannyuma lw'emyaka 3,
somehow these goats
mu ngeri emu oba endala embuzi zino
had multiplied.
zaali zimaze okwekubisaamu.
Those 100 goats,
Kwe kumanya nti embuzi ezaali 100,
irrespective of the calamities and the circumstances they were raised,
nga tofuddeeyo eri ebizibu byonna n'ebikusoomozebwa okwaliwo,
these goats had multiplied to 1,500 goats in 3 months.
zaali zeekubisizaamu ne zifuuka embuzi 1,300 mu myaka 3. 1,500 ebibiri mbadde mbiggyeko.
With my friends,
Ne mikwano gyange
we immediately constructed goat houses,
ne tuzimbirawo awo ebiyumba eby'embuzi,
employed vets,
ne tuleeta abasawo abakugu,
herdsmen,
abalunzi
and all the people that we could.
n'abantu abalala bonna be twali tusobola okuleeta.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Abaami n'abakyala,
after we brought that so-called good care for our goats,
oluvannyuma lw'okuleetawo obwo obulabirizi obwali bulabika ng'obulungi eri embuzi zaffe,
they all died
amazima gali nti zaafa
in 1 month.
mu mwezi gumu.
But that is the day
Naye olwo lwe lunaku
I was born
lwe yazaalibwa
again
nate era
into the goats world.
n'ayingira mu nsi ddala ey'embuzi.
And that is when
era olwo lwe lunaku
I became
lwe yafuuka
Mr. Goat.
omubuzi.
That is when
Olwo lwe lunaku
I grasped
lwe yakwata
the spark
omuliro
that actually
n'amanya nti ddala
goats are the thing for me. Ladies and gentlemen,
abaami n'abakyala,
over the years,
emyaka nga gyekulungudde,
we have always had new projects come in and go.
tubaddenga n'enteekateeka empya ezijja ne zigenda mu maaso.
But today,
naye olwaleero
as we speak,
we twogerera,
you can Google for yourself.
osobola okubuuza Google ku simu yo.
YPA, the company that I lead,
YPA nga ye kampuni gy'akulembera
as the MD,
nga MD,
with God, our CEO,
awamu ne Katonda nga ye CEO.
YPA is the biggest goat farming company in East and Central Africa.
YPA yesinga embuzi ennyingi mu East ne Central Africa.
And the good news that I have as their patron is that I have seen them grow from strength to strength. Now they have branches all over Uganda. In every region there is a branch of YPA, and their productivity is really is very commendable. The farmers that are part and parcel of YPA are very successful. Their goats quality is really high. That's why they are on the international market, and we are proud, those of us who love to see Ugandans themselves work with their hands and add value and improve communities and transform lives. That's why I want to appeal to all Ugandans that have an interest in farming, in particular goats, work with YPA because they know what they are doing and they do it professionally.
Nayingira mu YPA kati mazemu emyaka 3 engulayo nange embuzi zange 2 era kakati ndi mu mbuzi zange 6 kubanga emyaka 3 ndi mu mbuzi zange 6 kakati ng'ekirungi ekiri mu YPA ndi bw'obanga owaddeyo embuzi osasudde embuzi zo 2 n'ofuna emyaka 3 negiyitawo eiza osobola okugamba nti ensente zange bazimpe oba nja kweyongera kontrakiti endala eba ya myaka 3 era noyongera akati bwemba nina kati embuzi 6 nja kwongerayo zibeera ati embuzi 18 bwe bulungi bwa YPA ekyo kyenafa njisiima era nkubira baganda bange ne banyinaze nabo basobole okujoyininga YPA kubanga erimu omuganyulo.
To commemorate this milestone, YPA chose a meaningful gesture, donating 150 goats to the church as a sign of gratitude to the Almighty for the victories, and we were there to witness it.
YPA country,
eggwanga erya YPA,
has collected
ekuŋŋaanyiza
150 goats that we want to give today as a prize to thank the Lord.
Embuzi 150 ze twagala okuwaayo leero mu kwebaza.
We are not just giving goats,
tetuwaayo buwi mbuzi,
but we are giving our best.
Naye tugenda kuwaayo ekisingira ddala kye tulina.
So I kindly beg
mbasaba n'obwewombeefu
that we go and see those goats and of course see the other jobs that we are doing.
Tulabe ku mbuzi ezo n'emirimu emirala YPA gye tusaako engalo.
I thank you. We shall continue when we return.
Mbeebaza nnyo, tujja kutandikira awo nga tukomyewo.
We see King David born in the 21st century.
Tulaba kabaka Daudi eyazaalibwa mu kyasa ekya 21.
That is why we are dedicating 150 goats out of these, that the church may go and preach the gospel, because that gospel has saved us and has blessed us.
Yensonga lwaki YPA ewaddeyo embuzi eronzeemu embuzi 15 nezikwasa ekkanisa egende ebuulira enjiri mu nsi zonna abantu ba Katonda balokolebwe.
Obed was understandably pleased to host the NTV Seeds of Gold team to be part of the occasion, a moment that combined enterprise, community, and faith.
Twinawo NTV abagiga ba NTV baliaha. Thank you so much for the work you're doing. You really inspire us. NTV, Brianna Security.
And that is all we had for you today. See you again next week for another insightful episode. Thank you so much for watching NTV Seeds of Gold. Keep those comments coming in. Hashtag NTV Seeds of Gold. Scan the QR code on your TV and join the conversation. Tell us where you'd like us to visit and what enterprise you would like to see. Until then, have a good night.